international flag protocols. So you've got a little situation going. Say you're the coordinator of talks between two countries, your country and a foreign power. The diplomats of your country give you the task of flag placement. If you accidentally place the visiting nation's flag in the wrong position, it would be an embarrassment for both countries and possibly a breakdown in negotiations. This would not be a good thing. A good example of this, and a national embarrassment, 1992 World Series. Canadian flag is upside down. Think there's something wrong with this picture? Couple definitions. The definition of protocol is the official procedure or system of governing affairs of diplomatic occasions. International protocol is the same thing as protocol, just customs and regulations dealing with foreign countries. That's the only difference between protocols. It's a set of rules. International protocols is a set of rules with the international community. Why are flags important? Flags stand for the uniqueness of a particular country. Russia and the different states within Russia is a good example. The different nationalities, all sorts of different things. Most flags are a part of history and tradition of that country. It can be a part of the wars the countries have, civil wars, major world wars, how the country was built. So the flag actually recognizes that country as a whole. There are many different types of flags, not just country, but provincial, state, team, theme, company, corporation, and even fun flags. Euro Disney would be a good example, or the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. They even have their own flag. The importance of proper flag display. The flag of a nation is its most recognized symbol, so you want to be sure you're displaying that symbol correctly. Proper flag display is a gesture of respect to that country. You want to make sure that on an international level you're respecting that country. By displaying the flag correctly, you're showing respect to that country or the visiting country. Improper flag display can often offend a visiting delegation. Delegations have been known to walk away from peace treaties because flags have not been displayed correctly. When are national flags displayed? A whole lot of different places, a lot of different times. Major events, both public and private, international ceremonies such as the Olympic Games, World Cup Soccer, diplomatic events such as peace treaties, treaty signings, negotiations between two countries, and always at the United Nations, parades such as the May Day Parade in Russia and parades in Europe, but not the least, they're displayed at both indoor and outdoor events. Well, I should say in addition, they are displayed at both indoor and outdoor events. Flag placement. International flag placement is dictated by highest precedence, or in other words, the host country, and the number of flags or participants. I'll be talking about participants when you've got two countries, when you've got 3 countries participating in talks, when you have 4 countries participating in talks, and when you have 5 or more countries, such as the United Nations. And that's kind of how the format is laid out. When there's 2 countries involved in talks, the placement of the flags is all a matter of perspective. Flags of highest precedence takes position of honor, and that's usually the flag of the host country. Flag of higher precedence is always placed, when you're placing the flag, to the right. The other flags are placed to the left. But from the audience's perspective, that flag, the flag of precedence, or the host country's flag, is on the left-hand side as you're looking at it. Flags should always be displayed at the same height. In addition, they should always be the same size. And here you can see how the U.S. would be the host country. The flag of Spain would be to the right of that. And that's as you're looking at it, but as you're placing it, it's a little bit different. Flags of 3 countries. The host country's flag is always very simply placed in the center of the other 2. It doesn't matter what order the other 2 flags are in, just as long as the host country's flag is placed in the middle. And once again, the flags need to be the same height, and they need to be the same size and dimension. When you've got 4 more countries involved in talks, flags should be displayed in a line. Once again, it's the same principle. As you're displaying the flags, or as you're putting the flags in the ground, the flags of the host country is going to be the right. All the other flags are going to be to the left. But as the audience, as you're looking at it, the flag of precedence, or the host nation's flag, is going to be on the left, and all the other flags are going to be on the right. It's also important to alphabetize the flags that are to the right as you're looking at it of the host country. For example, in this particular example, it looks like, I'm not sure what flag we have, probably the flag of Albania, the flag of Japan, and probably the flag, it looks like maybe of the Ukraine. And they're in alphabetical order. And once again, they still have to be the same size and the same height. When you've got 5 or more countries displayed, a good example of this would be the United Nations, the hosting country or the hosting entity's flag has to be both at the beginning and the end, and all the other flags in between are once again in alphabetical order, and once again they're the same height, and once again they're the same size. Some general comments on flag protocol. No one nation's flag or one nation's flag should be flying any higher than another nation's flag. That would be a sign of disrespect to the visiting nation's flag or the nation's flag that's flying lower. All flags should be in good condition. A worn or torn flag would be considered as an insult to a visiting country. Flags placed outdoors are to be displayed from sunrise to sunset. And the flag of the host country, or the country of honor, should be run up first and taken down last. So in conclusion, flags are the source of pride and identification of a country's independence. Improper display of the nation's flag can dishonor or upset the visiting delegation, diplomat, thus having a negative impact on the negotiations or whatever the treaty or whatever is going on between the two countries. And common courtesy should be always adhered to. International protocols when it comes to flag placement. A lot of common sense, being polite, and adhering to common courtesy. And this has been my talk.